Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Today we will take a look at Great British Pound instead of the Euro currency, because the events that right now stands in the United Kingdom and the recent statistics that we've got on Friday makes more interesting overall situation compared to Euro currency. And today analysis of the cable is really a great example of combination fundamental factors and technical factors, and that's why today I decided to take a look at the cable. On the technical picture, we have a relatively poor background, because in terms of the information, because we don't have a lot of tools for analysis on the daily chart, on the intraday chart, so we have actually nothing, but we have a lot of information on the fundamental part. Speaking in particular, if you will take a look at the CFTC report, you will see that the bearish speculative position is overextended on the cable. It almost stands at the ultimate lows, and it means that when everybody stands on one side, it's nobody on the other side. To support the bearish trend, you need something to buy the new short positions. When nobody exists on the other side that who could buy the new shorts, market turns in opposite direction. And currently, it's particularly this situation. That is what's about sentiment. At the same time, in the 3rd of September, the United Kingdom Parliament will return back to work, and currently rumors stand on a possible voting on the Boris Johnson confidence. So it could be voting no confidence in September, right before the Brexit. That is a risk factor. And currently, we suggest that investors who keep the short positions and already have accumulated very significant profit on the positions could buy some insurance and cut the shorts before the 3rd of September. So this is just 2 weeks stand before this moment. And we expect that within the 3-5 weeks, some retracement on the Great British Pound could happen. That is the fundamental background. From the technical point of view, what we have, we start from the weekly chart, because today is nothing to talk about on the intraday charts. From the technical point of view, our next target with this large ABCD pattern, OP, stands too low. It's approximately 114. And it hardly corresponds to the fundamental background that we have right now in the market. We need to take a look at something closer. And the nearest target that we have that stands close to the market is 118, 1618 extension of this butterfly. So last week we were watching for a COP target, and we said that's probably the point where market could show the pullback, because actually this is the weekly oversold. COP targets also 127 extension of the butterfly, but you can see no significant reaction has happened. So market just continued dropping. On the daily chart, you could see some minor consolidation in the shape of the flag, but it's nothing really. The weekly patterns should show the more significant response. The answer of this riddle could stand with the 112 lows that we have. As you can see, market right now is coming to 112 lows. So, 120 lows, of course. So, and it really stands at the eve of the challenging of this level. At the same time, 118 target stands slightly below them. So, the 200 pips difference for a weekly chart is nothing. It's really very small difference. Besides, right below these lows, a significant amount of the stop orders could be accumulated. Once they will be triggered, market could really very fast show the spike right to the 119 and fast return. That's the major scenario that we will keep an eye on within the few weeks probably. So, and that is our trading plan. Now, on the first stage, we are watching for a challenge of 120 lows. And 120, 118 is our working area. So somewhere in this area, we will keep an eye on the possible bullish reversal patterns on the daily charts, on the intraday charts, as a reaction on fundamental background on the market. Here we also will be watching for a wash and rinse of these lows when the stops will be grabbed. The market will show the fast return at the cap. That will be an important background for us. So something should happen in this area. That's what we will keep an eye on. Also, as I said, market is overextended here to the downside from the technical point of view as well. So you can see that market stands at the weekly oversold. And from this standpoint, it also should show some relief. That actually agrees with the idea of the fundamental background. On the daily chart, guys, we have nothing really special, so we don't have some patterns, extensions that we had previously have been hit and passed, because the XLP was standing at 124, it already has been broken. So now here we do not have something really important. And we could use the daily chart only to point possible retracement targets, the levels that market could reach. Since we are dealing with the weekly setup and significant amount of the shorts could be covered, could be closed in the nearest term, I would suggest that the first target of the pullback will be somewhere around 125. So it will depend from what level market will start bounce. If it will happen right from the 120, then it could be 125. So you can see also a monthly pivot resistance one stands in this area, and retracement corresponds to this level because we know that pivot resistances should hold the pullbacks on the period trend. That's the primary target to watch for. I think that from that standpoint, we should ignore the 123 level because it stands too close and to the point and too small for weekly time frame. So that's approximately the price action, the scenario that we will keep an eye on within the 3-5 weeks probably, as I suppose. On the intraday charts, guys, as I said, we have nothing. As you can see, nothing to discuss here. No patterns, really. But this is understandable because we're watching for reaction on 120 lows. And once it will follow, we will need intraday charts, particularly for our time frame chart, daily chart, to keep an eye on the possible bullish reversal patterns there. So it's good that we have the butterfly here, and for the weekly chart, significant patterns that could trigger the pullback. But on intraday charts, we also need something that could let us to step in, because we will not place the stop orders on the weekly. We will use lower time frames for position taking and for stop placing. By the way, using this butterfly, the target of the butterfly is, the 30% pullback, at least 30% pullback, and it totally corresponds to the idea of the possible retracement in the 125 area. So if you would like to know the details, you're welcome. Read our weekly report, because we put all information there. You could better understand why we think that the pullback should happen, what the background stands for that. So it's really interesting information today in weekly report. And let's see what coming week will bring us.